Yeah, who would have thought the day would have come where Moist Critical has to talk about Genshin Impact? What world are we living in? So apparently some person has ruined their marriage over Genshin Impact, which is really surprising, to be honest, because you are mature enough to get married to someone, yet you are not mature enough to hold that relationship just because of some 3D pixelated women that will never talk to you in real life. So today we're going to be reacting to how this person ruined their marriage over Genshin Impact. Let's begin.
Scenario here. This
Tell
is
me the
like
scenario,
a
Papa.
version of Rorschach's.
Hmm.
You have $600 lying around that you're saving for a rainy day.
That's a lot of money.
Paycheck to paycheck, and it's emergency money for you and your fiance.
For sure, for sure.
But Genshin Impact has some new gotcha.
Ooh, okay, wait, hold on. Is it, who's the character do we think this relationship got ruined for? Was it Malvika? Was it Ganyu? Let's see. If it was Ganyu, I would respect it.
What do you do? Do you let that money sit there idly, just waiting to be spent? Or
yeah, what's the point of having reserved money if you're not gonna spend it? You know, money is meant to be spent. Even if it's supposed to help you in the future, just spend it.
Initiative like a true level 100 raid boss and spend that $600 that you and your fiance have been saving.
Just spend it.
That Genshin Impact drop. There's only one right answer. And unfortunately, that correct answer of spending the $600 of emergency funds on Genshin is getting this marriage in hot water. It's actively falling apart.
That's the most logical way to play the game.
Most misunderstood creatures in the universe, but we're also the most advanced species.
For sure.
I don't blame people for not always fully comprehending our methods. We can level up, we can emote, we can even make you come through the computer screen. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sometimes shit just
oh my god.
And this is one of those stories.
He did it.
So this guy's fiance,
he used his power.
His IRL life duo's partner found out that he spent $600 on Genshin, and it's not looking good.
Oh god, why would a fiance be overreacting over some damn spending $600? Let's just see what the texts are. Stop calling me. We need to talk right now. Pick up right now. You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you are not respecting them. This exactly what blank says is abusive about you. I don't even know what that is then. You spent $600 on our credit card on a fucking game. I'll explain it already to you. Oh my god.
To get a hold of him, we tune in the middle of this where he's saying, "Stop calling me." She insists that they need to talk right now, but he says, "You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you're not respecting them. This is exactly what Redacted says is abusive about you." So she says in caps lock, "You spent $600 on our credit card on a fucking game."
Bro.
To you. 600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking when we are.
It was Furina. He spent $600 on. Okay, so I'm guessing it's Furina and some other character. What is the other character? Dude, it doesn't even need to take $600 to get a copy of a character. You can literally get E1. You don't, I swear, dude, you don't need to get C6 or R5 every single character. 600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking. When we are paycheck to paycheck, that card was for, I can't even read that, it's so blurred. Oh, for emergencies with a Civic, with the Civic, okay.
Paycheck to paycheck, that card was for emergencies with the Civic. And then he just drops a screenshot of one of the Genshin Impact characters.
Bro.
Interesting strategy. He tries to turn this around on her and begins calling her abusive here in a little bit.
I love how he's just like, dude, but like, look at Farida. She's so hot.
He starts by saying, "I told you my boundaries and you're not respecting them." But what the fuck? I told you I was going to spend all of our money on Genshin Impact. You can't be getting mad at me. You're not respecting the groundwork I've laid out here. I told you I was going to do this. What's the issue here? This is very unreasonable. You told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO.
This is just a joke. He's 29 years old. Dude, you are digging a grave for yourself, buddy. No one is going to respect you as a man spending $600 on some virtual character.
What's like the picture of the Genshin Impact character that he bought?
He's just like, look, it's Furina. You wanted Furina.
Look at this. How can you be mad when I bought this for us? I did this for us. You said you wanted it too. How can you possibly be mad? So what? I
Oh
spent
my
all of our emergency
god.
money. Look at what we got for it in Genshin Impact. You should be thanking me.
$600 though? That means he needs more he was getting copies of the character because it roughly, I think, let's say if you have 0 primo gems. If you have 0 primo gems, it would, I believe it'll take $100 to gain 1 copy of Furina. That means he got 2 virtual characters. That means both virtual characters are probably E2. Bro, come on.
I just love how he's saying that she should be happy for him. Like, oh my god, honey, I'm so proud you bought this Genshin character with all of our remaining emergency money. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, honey. Now we can't even pay for our car.
I've never loved you so much. And he goes on to say, actually, I am done. I am a 29-year-old man. I am allowed to make purchases without needing your permission.
Dude.
That is an abusive dynamic. Explain that.
When you're in a relationship with someone and that person says, hey, let's make an account where we put some parts of our paycheck into this account for emergencies, you have to respect it. For example, that is both parties' money. You know, that's the wife's money and that's the husband. Whether the husband put, let's say, $550 and the wife put $50, or whether the wife put $550 and the husband put $50, it's technically a 50-50, and you have to respect the other person. You have to be like, hey, is it cool if I spend X amount for this? And if that person says, no, I don't want you to spend X amount because that's for emergencies, you gotta respect it. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're 29 or 12. Like, this is so stupid, dude.
Blank explained that very well to me. Well, we're gonna jack out of the matrix here for a moment here to
and I'm just gonna say, like, look, you're 29 years old. You're almost 30 years old, dude. You're almost 30 years old and you're spending $600 on a freaking game that doesn't make any, like, that doesn't matter.
That statement. I like how he puts his foot down. I'm a 29-year-old man. If I want to waste $600 on Genshin Impact characters with money that we have been saving for emergencies while living paycheck to paycheck, then damn it, as a man, I'm gonna do it. And he like rips his shirt style. In his mind, I bet this went so hard. He's like, I'm putting on the big boy britches this time. No.
He put the pants on. He put the jeans on, dude. He thought he was a big boy after that.
I'm a man. I can buy Genshin Impact characters all day till the cows come home if I want to. I don't need
it's not the fact that he bought, like, it's also the fact he bought Genshin Impact characters, but the fact is, it's not like he got 1 copy and just kept it like that. He got E2 of Furina and E2 of some other character. Maybe even like E1 or whatever. He got 2 or 3 copies of both characters.
I am a hunter-gatherer. I gather Genshin Impact characters. Yeah, where's my juice box? And then he has the chutzpah to say that this is an abusive dynamic from her.
Bro.
Getting upset at him for spending all of their emergency money on Genshin Impact characters. This is like a pretty classic thing where they try and like spout therapy words at the other person to like belittle them or make it feel like it's their fault.
For sure. So it's gaslighting.
Big, bold strategies. Yes, I said I want Furina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict. You already spent all our Christmas money on it. You're snooping into your fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself. She
Bro,
at him and says, "This is a
this is not a healthy relationship. If you're this mad, like, dude, this is not a healthy relationship, my guy. Like, holy crap, dude. Why would you guys get married if you guys are acting like this?"
Card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell Redacted about your gambling addiction to video game characters? He just says A. That's like a classic anime, like, Actually, Redacted told me all about your coercion, and I believe you are a narcissist personality.
Dude.
That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision-making. You know this is my values, and I have had Furina as my wallpaper forever. I refuse to be verbally abused for being myself.
Dude, that is so cringe. That is actually so cringe. Putting a Furina profile picture as your wallpaper. That is so freaking cringe. How old is Furina? Like, how old is Furina? Genshin Impact. Oh my gosh, she's 500 years old. That means she's like 5 years old, bro. Bro, you put, like, she's like, what, 16? Like, let's be honest, dude. This crap of 500 years old makes no sense, but she's literally, dude, come on, dude. Dude, be better, my guy.
I'm battling anxiety, and you do not care at all.
I'm
There's also-
battling anxiety.
So he tries to make her feel bad for looking into the finances, saying you should look at yourself.
Dude, he's like one of those people who are like, if you leave me, you're not gonna find someone better. Wah, 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 wah.
Which is a crazy thing to say when it's a shared credit card that she set up and you went behind her back to use that money for yourself. Like, it's not like she was snooping. She set it up, and it is your joint credit card with her, so of course she's going to see it. We then get into some real pathetic stuff where he calls her a narcissist that's trying to control him.
Oh my
control his
god.
financial decision making. Brother, this isn't financial decision making. This is Neanderthal caveman gooner. This guy's saying he's had Furina as his wallpaper forever, so he had to indulge in this obsession.
Bro.
Brother, it makes you sound like fucking Gollum with your Precious, where he's like,
My precious.
like petting Furina's wallpaper. No, you don't get it. I've had this for my wallpaper forever.
Bro, come on,
Be so heartless.
dude.
You know I'm battling anxiety, and wasting all of our money on Furina, that helps. Furina's the only thing that can cure my anxiety.
Dude has a real wife, and instead he throws that away just for some 3D pixelated character.
Do you want me to suffer? Is that what you want? I'm a 29-year-old masculine beast. I have to spread my wings sometimes.
What is he, a red pill man?
You know this. I set those boundaries, you narcissist. He just has the gall to call her verbally abusive and controlling and a narcissist.
Dude, this is not a healthy relationship.
This unhinged goober just wasted $600 of their emergency funds for virtual Genshin characters. It's unbelievably pitiful. And he tries to blame her for not respecting his battle with anxiety. Hey, buddy.
Dude,
you know what's gonna make
600. That doesn't make $600. Like, let's think about that. Dude spent $600 on a 3D pixelated character with a trash story, trash combat, trash everything. $600. Dude, come on.
anxiety much worse? Having $0. I think that's going to make it a lot worse. Furina's not going to come to your rescue. She's not real, sorry.
Furina is not gonna be like, hey, you seem like you need some money. Here, take some money back when you spend for me.
The cold water. All you're doing is digging yourself into a deeper hole, and now you're losing your fiance over it as well because you couldn't resist the urge to waste your money with her on this game.
The fact is, he could have just used his money. Like, I think the girl wouldn't have cared if he used his own money. He could have literally just waited a week. Or I'm guessing like Furina just dropped, so I'm guessing he could have just waited until his next paycheck, spent $200 and just grabbed Furina. But instead he wanted to use emergency money. Both parties accepted that this account was emergency money, but instead he decided, nah, I'm gonna spend on my own.
Behind her back. Everything pops off here in Act 4 of this. He spirals out of control. I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. So now he's the one calling the marriage off. If you can't respect me wasting all of our
Dude,
money
it is... Bro, dude, you are ruining something. You are ruining a marriage over a 3D pixelated character. Like, let's think about that. Like, you are being an emotional douchebag of an actual human being for some fake character. A fake character. Dude, you could literally go on Reddit and search up Furina not safe for work and have more respect of a man than doing this.
Furina and Genshin Impact characters, then we're just not meant to be. You narcissist. You thought you could control me?
Dude.
You can't control me. I'm like Michael Jordan.
This is just so sad.
You only hope to contain me, but you can't do that either because I'm hard addicted to Genshin Gacha, and I will waste all of the money that I ever see in my life on it. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for... Oh, sorry. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me a horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Furina yet because of your calls. That's heartbreaking.
Bro.
I spent all this money on Furina, and you
Dude.
been blabbering about how bad and big of a deal it is has prevented me from spending time with Furina. You proud of yourself now?
Dude, this is actually so sad.
Yet, as he's like shedding tears, profusely crying in his bathtub. She then makes a threat that sends him off the rails. This was threatening the nuclear option. She said, I'll call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will be banned. I have no doubt when he read that, his heart sank. the pit in his stomach expanding to a...
I'm sorry, but like, I can't get over the fact that this person is actually ruining a whole relationship over some 3D pixelated character that's 16 years old. Like, there's no, like, I can't even make jokes. Like, it's just literally sad. Like, oh my god, ruining a, like, you're being in, oh my god, dude, I don't even know what to say. It's literally, like, it's actually just so terrible that this person had to go through this just because her husband spent $600 on a 3D pixelated character. Like, it's just so sad, bro.
Black hole in his soul. All of the color in his world turned to gray as he was faced with the possibility of losing Furina. He said, "Try it. You'll lose me forever. Why? I'm going to Scottsdale for the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can talk then. Good night." Will you please answer my mom? Please?
Bro.
During this, his mom, I guess, was trying to get involved. Like, how can you do this to my son? According to the fiance here, his family started calling her abusive for this, which is crazy.
Are you serious? Dude, this whole... I have no idea why they got married in the first place. If this family is this psychotic, I have no idea why she married.
His family doesn't understand how bad it is to waste the emergency money on fucking Genshin Impact characters. So his mom, I guess, was trying to call to give her a piece of her mind, an earful on this. Like, how unreasonable can you be to my son, you abusive narcissist? And then he tries to do the old Jekyll and Hyde routine. So he comes back and says,
this is like a toxic relationship, dude. Like, oh my god. Like, I can't. $600 and you're acting like this. He could have easily just waited for his next paycheck and spent the money on Furina. But guess what? He wouldn't have. I can guarantee you, if he had $600 in his bank account, he wouldn't have used it on Furina.
I apologize for my reaction. As I said, my anxiety is bad today, and I have to do better. I love you. You don't need to dispute the charges. I'll get you the money soon. Redacted can spot me $600 tonight, so you can text him your Venmo. Anxiety really bad. Redacted, please. That damn anxiety using him like a goddamn fleshlight here. He treats anxiety like he's trapped in a fucking genjutsu. I love how everything about him changed once she threatened to dispute the charge and he might lose Furina. No, don't do that. Please, don't do anything drastic. We can still come back from this. Look, don't. Without Furina, I have nothing. We
don't even know the other character, by the way, because he says he got 2 virtual characters. We don't even know what the other character was.
So now he's getting his mom on the horn, like, Mom, we have to save Furina. He's treating it like a hostage negotiation now. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Look, don't dispute the charges. Don't dispute the charges. I'll get the $600 another way.
Dude, what a pathetic man.
Don't do it. My anxiety is really bad. Look, it's just bad anxiety. Anxiety is what caused all this. Look,
I thought this was, I literally am reacting to this, like, for all this what happened, because I thought it was going to be funny, but now this is just sad and pathetic.
We don't need to do anything like this. It doesn't have to be this extreme. Anyway, though, that's the whole text journey, but the poster did give a bit of an update. The marriage is off, and he's blocked her, but is still actively playing Genshin Impact on Discord, so he's at his mom's house doing that. She did get $600 sent to her, so she was able to get that back.
That's good. That's good.
And also, it's good that they, got this out of the way before they were fully married, because this would.
Oh, so they weren't even okay. Thank God. I thought they were married.
Disaster if this had happened during the marriage. That would have made it a lot messier. So, pretty rough situation overall, but at least it came before it was, fully. Kaput in the books as a marriage.
Thank God, dude. Holy crap.
Before things got too hairy. Anyway, though, what an interesting adventure. That's about it. So, yeah.
Dude, ruining your marriage over some damn gacha game, especially if it was Genshin Impact, is so incredibly sad, dude. I'm 29 years old, man. That's it worse. Holy crap, who would have thought, honestly? Dude, that is so sad and pathetic. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.